Hello and welcome to final round coverage of the OTB Open. We've got the FPO chase card here for you. I am Greg Sloan.
And I'm Leah Sinagini.
We are very happy to have Leah here in the booth. We're super psyched to have Missy for the first two rounds. Make sure you go check those out on OTB TV. We're going to get into it. Hole one. Leah, you were out there yourself.
Yes, I was. I really enjoyed the course. We had low ceilings for a lot of the holes, and it wasn't too windy the last day, so we'll be seeing some good scores out here.
Really beautiful conditions all weekend. Very lucky. Star-studded card here once again. Missy Gannon, Juliana Korver, Zoe AnDyke, and Kona Panis. All right, they're going to start us off here on hole one. It's a par 5. Starting off with a big one. A lot of the players have been playing the hyzer around the trees here off of the stage. Leah, what was it like for you throwing off of that? Some called it the biggest tee pad in disc golf.
I felt super special. And it was fun because there were people in the stands next to us cheering for our drives. So definitely a unique experience for a hole one tee off.
There we see Zoe advancing just short of the green. Good position there for her drive. Kona also throwing the hyzer nice and smooth. She was displaying great distance all weekend.
Yes. I remember back at DDO, she had the longest drive in FPO on the last day with over a 500-foot drive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's got mega distance.
Yeah, there's the opportunity to use the big distance shots out here. There's players with that extra distance definitely tried to do that. Juliana Korver here, after we saw Missy's drive get to the center of the fairway.
Looks like she'll be more on the right.
All right, Zoe, just first up here, playing the tunnel shot under the trees. She's going to be set up well for that as she lands in the middle of the landing zone. Missy up next.
Missy also taking the same line. Looks like she'll be right around in the same spot.
Yeah, she'll give herself a little room on the left if she wants to go either direction. Kona pumping it right at the basket. Next up we see Juliana. And we were recently at the Women's U.S. National Championships, and I heard it was the 20-year anniversary of Juliana's first victory there, just this past weekend.
Yes.
Here we have Zoe's upshot. Ooh, she'll be parked there, looking at a birdie to start things off.
Yes, most of the field is definitely going for the bird here, so it's really great to have 3 good shots for that easy birdie tap in.
58% of the field looks like they birdied. Kona plays well up there.
Missy missing probably about a 25-footer.
Yeah, she wanted that birdie. She was close on this hole all weekend. I'm just missing low and left. And Zoe cashes in for her bird.
Yeah, Zoe. Way to get that first one.
She was great to have on the card. We had her on the card day 2. And she keeps things light. Ooh. Oh, no.
Unfortunate miss there. Looks like Zoe's going to take the only birdie on this hole.
She'll collect some strokes on the card there. Yeah, there's so many statistics here on the UDisc page, I just want to make sure I'm interpreting it accurately,
Yes. I love the UDisc stats. I'm a big numbers person, so I always check them out.
All right, next up, hole 2. Oh, that was a tricky hole. 6th most difficult.
Most people are playing the left side of the hole, doing a backhand righty and hyzer shot. I took the same line with a lefty turnover flick.
Zoe sending the Anheuser. See her reaction there. She's happy with that. Great place to be. And I'm sure trying to reach just a little bit closer to the pin. Similar line.
Looks like it got around the last tree. Circle 2.
Yeah, there'll still be some water behind each of their putts, but they shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Ooh. Missy catches a little bit of interference there early from the tree, and then the second willow branch just puts it out of its misery.
I actually got caught in that willow branch on the first round and took my first 2-meter stroke penalty.
It's weird. Oh, Juliana
Oh,
does.
she found the green.
She finds that OB green, so we'll see the mark happen here, just on the front edge. Takes a direct line at the basket. It's a great run, half partial layup, but she's safe for her par there. But it'll be a bogey with the stroke.
Missy gave it a go.
Kona with the upshot. Sure, she was trying to give it a run there.
Yeah, Kona's is really good for kind of just dropping in right where she wants it to land. So pretty safe bids.
Unfortunately, after the par on hole 1, Juliana's looking now at a 5, and Kona also going to look now at a bogey stroke, which she wasn't planning on. Fairly routine putt there that goes off the band. Zoe tap in for her par. All right. Well,
how many birdies were on this?
3%, only 3% of the field getting birdies there. Very tough.
Only Katrina Allen
got it on the third day.
Good job, Katrina.
Shout out.
All right. This is hole 3.
Next hole, the most difficult hole. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's surprising.
To me too. We see tons of higher scores here on the UDisc scorecard with a lot of OB strokes, which is easy to happen. You see the drone flying towards the green. After the initial water carry, you have to navigate a couple different OB areas, a river, golf green, and then a sloping green, which has the basket on top. Which definitely caused some excitement throughout the weekend.
Zoe's is turning and looks like it's fading nicely. She might be a little pinched there, but we'll see.
Okay, here comes Missy. We're looking to get right to the heart of that fairway, left of the green. Pushing into the shadows there. She'll have a nice angle at the basket. Kona. Just have to avoid the green here.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, it's low, but she's safe from the water, but definitely short of where she wanted to be, most likely. Shouldn't have a problem getting to the green. So Juliana executing a nice drive here. Similar locations at Missy.
Yes, those Missies and JKs are definitely the area you're looking to land.
All right, you can see this large tree on the right, and the maintenance shed forces you to play plenty left. You have to get off it. And I think she does get safe. Just wait for the marker here. Yep.
Just giving the green flag.
The champ, Kenny Lee himself, has given us the green flag. We love to see it.
It was great to see him volunteering out there.
Just Kona with enough power to get over that OB area. Missy powering it up herself. And we saw several players. I'm not sure if she bounced off of that well cap.
I saw that several times over the weekend.
That was a big obstacle. I saw a few players have to play their disc on top of it, which made for some awkward footing. Juliana testing.
That's safe.
Is safe. That's just a spectator marking area, I think.
It was safe over there. Zoe going for it, and
she caroms off of the curb and inbounds. Wow, what a reaction there.
Lucky break for Zoe there. She looks happy about it.
You can see the relief on her face. Kona playing the forehand upshot here, trying to get nice and soft on the shelf. She executes that very well.
That looks good.
All right, here comes JK. Ooh, a little left, but she's fine there. And we see that well cap caught Zoe's disc as it came back inbounds. Missy with the long run here. Oh. She can sense the opportunity.
Yeah, that would have been a nice par save, but she'll be tapping in her bogey.
Here we have JK. She's in for par. Yeah, 30% of the field bogey on the third day.
I can see why it would happen after those two misfires that hit the little well cap there.
Yeah.
It seemed like
the randomness of disc golf, right?
Yeah.
Oh
no.
She can't seem to get the putter going quite yet.
Only hole 3, so she's got time to make up for it.
A lot of golf left in this round.
I love watching Zoe's form. She's got those long limbs just like JK, so I don't know if I can completely mimic them, but it is fun to try to emulate them.
Yeah, the full extension, putting in the putt there. Missy can clean up. It'll be a bogey with bogey, but Kona, after the unfortunate carom,
she also takes a bogey.
And we are off to hole 4. And this is coming up with our second par 5 of the round. This is already 2 par 5s and a par 4 in the first 4 holes. Definitely get an opportunity to warm up the longer throws.
So this one is a straight shot all the way down to the pin. So you need 3 good shots to get your birdie on this hole. Most of the time you can mess up 1 shot, but I think with the straightness and everything, you need all 3 shots to get there.
12th most difficult hole on the day. We had a collection of birdies. 24% of the field. All right, Zoe leading things off. And this pushes a little left, but it's not going to be so far left that she can't work.
There is a Mando on that side, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue for her.
All right, again, pushing past that first tree you see and extending towards the second tree. You want to be past that on a good drive. So a lot of our players collect discs right at the bottom of that second tree on the first day. And Missy makes that correction.
That's a good spot right there.
Yep. We'll want to be in a similar area. And she rips it.
She's testing the ceiling, and she gets under it.
Let's do the skip. Oh, it does catch a root, but trickle forward, and she'll have some good footing there.
Always nice to get out of the tree line a little bit.
Juliana sending it, but turns over a little bit, but not enough to test the OB line. She'll be good to go up there. Ooh. Zoe may be thinking about that mandatory tree. I believe she does go out of bounds there.
Yeah, that ridge up there where JK is and then where Zoe will be, it's a little tricky to throw from up there, but they should be able to manage it. Minus any gopher holes that they might need to take relief from.
Yeah, the crews were doing their best, but there was some active gophering going on throughout the weekend. Definitely some unstable footing on this hill in particular.
An excellent shot from Missy. That'll put her in a good position for her third throw.
You see how this par 5 sets up with the different landing zones. Or if you can find your spots, you're definitely going to have a nice look at your birdie. Zoe playing from the OB line. Maybe had a little difficulty there with that fitter. So now you see.
It's kind of tricky to throw out with that right side of the tree line. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went more left than they wanted to.
Okay, here's Kona. Setting up beautifully. She's inside the circle for her birdie luck.
Settle.
Missy asking for it to sit down, and she gets an incredible reaction off of the tree. And it is parked.
Love to see it.
Exactly. And she is excited. There we see Zoe. Again. Zoe extended. And just off that first guardian tree.
She's got an edge of circle putt.
Oh, let's go.
She sticks it.
Finds left side chains, and it's in the bottom of the basket.
Love her excitement. She's great to watch.
I know she kept me going. I was lucky enough to be on catch cam for this round, and you could sense the energy. Really fun group to be witness to. Kona bouncing back after the 2 bogeys. She gets her birdie. Hopefully she'll get her round going now.
That was a good putt. JK got her par.
Yep, she's in for the par. She was a little bit in danger on that 3rd shot, but no problem getting the par. Missy thanks the tree.
Good job, Missy. Way to hug the tree.
Great backstop, just like she drew it up. Here comes hole 5. Check out the stats on that. The 11th most difficult.
So this is going the righty backhand hyzer route. There's also a flex line that I suspect that most of them will be taking, maybe except for Kona.
In hindsight, the more central, mid-range Annie line was the way. Although we saw a few flicks as well. I know Kat threw that power hyzer.
Missy with an excellent drive there.
I'm going to follow that line up the middle a little early maybe. Find some trees. She'll be just outside the circle.
Low line for JK. And she pushes through into circle 2.
We'll see Zoe after the bogey. Carves a line up the left side. Just outside circle. Just outside circle, I believe. Kind of with her forehand approach. Shouldn't be a problem from there.
Let's see if JK can knock this circle 2 putt in.
Just off the cage. Good run. Zoe straddling.
Oh.
Wow.
That was a great bid.
Just off the right side band.
Missy with the
Easy birdie. That is now 2 birdies in a row for Missy.
Heating up.
And Kona gets in for her par. All right, we'll see the rest of the ladies tap out here. How'd you do on this hole, Leah?
This is one of the many holes that I put myself in a position to score. So I was right by that tree that JK is walking by, and I had a 27-footer for birdie, but I missed it. So got my tap in par. Nothing wrong with par, but it hurts a little bit when you're inside the circle and you don't make your putt.
I'll take advantage of those. Moving on to hole 6. And this one was a bit easier, one of the easier holes, 14th most difficult.
We'll see.
18%
Missy.
birdie rate. Missy goes up the middle. Now a lot of the players trying to extend up to this short grass, get your flare skip, and get close to the basket. It's definitely a forehand line if you're a right-hand player. Now, Leah, you're throwing left hand.
I took the same line as them with my forehand.
Mm-hmm.
So I did see some lefties take that that left gap that you're talking about. Because it is wider, so it's easier to swing around, but it's a longer shot.
Right. If you go up the middle, you're cutting off some distance for sure. Zoe, again, carving this one up all weekend.
Beautiful.
No different here. About from 40 feet. Ooh.
Another great circle 2 bid.
Kona can't quite connect for her to. Oh. I know Missy wanted to cash in there to get her turkey.
In for par. This is Zoe for her 2. She's basically halfway to the basket when she extends.
Look at this. And she puts it in. Nice 2 for Zoe.
Good putt.
She'll be leading things off on hole 7. See Missy tapping her par.
Her putters match her shorts. I love it.
I think she thought about that.
I don't know. We can ask her.
All right. Kona also tapping in.
So Zoe with the only 2 there. We have hole 7. It's a par 4, 578 feet. This one has an easier drive, and then the second shot is going to be what makes or breaks your birdie. There's some OB around the green, directly all around it, and there's a lot of trees leading up to the pin. So most of the time you see this route being taken. The righties will be using their backhand to hyzer out to the left side. I tried to do the same with mine, just on the other side of that tree.
Zoe's a little bit high, catches an early tree. 2 ando trees on the right side, marking the edge. You can extend out to the left side fairway, but you'll have to contend with that OB line, like you mentioned, if you go to that left side too far. Missy's in a good spot there. Kona low, but pushes forward. She should be able to work with that.
Looks like JK's taking the other side of the hole that I did not see get taken very much, only once.
Yeah,
So
it's
that'll
kind of
be
a similar strategy to 6, where you can take that more direct line if you want to test the OB. Zoe kind of follows that line on her second shot. See the difficulty of approaching this green from this angle. There is a landing zone, which the players are trying to reach on your second shot that's near that plastic marker. Here we go. Sailing over that
That's
landing
getting
zone.
nice. So that'll be right at the edge of the circle.
That's right. Again, Missy attacking. Avoids that
I hit that green
plastic
utility
baller.
box.
Yeah, the utility box.
Not a fun sound.
It's not a sound we like in disc golf. Kona. Wow.
Great
Slicing through the trees there. Might have a slightly obscured putt, but she's right on the edge of the circle. Just inside. And
Easy up.
Zoe. Shouldn't have a problem there. Missy just trying to get close on this one.
JK for her birdie.
Yeah, quite a few trees to contend with on that shot, looked like.
Kona for par.
Oh, high and off the band. You can see that headwind. A lot of different shifting winds to work with on this course. And while we're in the trees here, it definitely would affect shots, even on the same hole, very differently. Missy taking her time. And she bangs it.
Good putt, Missy. Gets her par there.
Only 3 birdies on the day. Paige Pierce, Katrina Allen, and Ella Hansen.
OTB.
All right.
Kona got her bogey there.
Zoe makes up for the mistake off of the tee with her par.
Mm-hmm.
And Juliana gets in for her par. Hole 8, here we go. It's another par 4, the third one of the front 9.
This
459
flyover
feet.
looks different than what the hole looks like. Those trees are way lower.
I guess they filled out in the last couple of weeks there,
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I want those trees.
right? A few more lines. All right, Zoe. Launching here.
So we're seeing them trying to finish out left so they can go around the left side of the trees.
Yeah, there's that big tree right in the middle of the fairway you have to avoid. You want to keep it low. But there is some skip potential. Now, Missy was hitting this line pretty consistently, getting over towards
That was
the grass.
a good drive.
Yeah, once you're on that side, it makes it a really nice look for your 3. Juliana trying to skip out the same way. Here comes Kona. She finds a nice line there. Pushing a little right, but a big skip back.
That's a great drive too. She'll be going around the right side of the tree.
Missy playing this left side with the forehand, but a little early release maybe. Oh, Zoe. Kept a little tree action there. Should be inside the circle for her putt. And Juliana does well there. Get up inside the circle.
So Kona got all the way past the tree on the right side. That's a great drive. Easy up shot for her.
Yeah, she's parked there. Missy, I know she was looking for a birdie here, so it's got to be a little bit of a disappointing approach. Zoe from 35. A little farther. She'll have a comebacker. And she gets her par. All right, and then we see JK and Kona relatively parked. A calm moment with the wind. Boom.
Good 3.
And again, bouncing back after the bogey. Kona will get her birdie. A little bit of an up and down round. Trying to take it hole by hole. Missy checks in for her par. We're off. Here we go. It's par 5. It's the last hole of the front 9.
Another par 5.
This has been great, Leah. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course.
We've got 1,015 feet till we get to the pin here.
So this hole plays...
Third most difficult on the day. We only had 3 birdies out there for the entire field.
Paige Pierce, Katrina Allen, and Holland Hanley. Another 2 OTB members.
Shout out. So again, a lot of distance here. Players playing to the right side of the golf green, around the two large trees in the pond to the right side, and then generally up the right side fairway. But there is the opportunity to take the left-hand fairway and cut across the water if you find yourself taking that upshot route.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see what these players decide to do. JK pushing that green.
Would she safe? And we see a fist bump. Kona, she can basically throw a max distance drive here. Trying to push up as far into the open as she can, but catches a little tree on the right. Now I'd seen Zoe on day 2 go more left of the golf green, but she plays more straight up the middle on day 3, out by that utility box. Oh, this looks like it'll be in a nice position.
That's a great drive by Missy. She went the straight hyzer line.
Yeah, she'll have those big pines to deal with, but should have some options. Kona laying up to the near side of the pond. How did you attack this hole as a lefty?
I went the more direct route, so I was throwing over the water on 2 or 3, depending on how good my drive was.
Mm-hmm. Trying to avoid that green and get left of it or past it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See the window that Missy's dealing with.
She goes for it.
Oh, yeah. She had read the wind there.
Looks clean.
And it just clears the OB by feet, and she is safe. Great shot there. Missy pulling out all the stops on day 3. See Juliana flexing it up the right side. Kona, similar flight. Setting up for their approaches to the green.
Mm-hmm. Should be an easy upshot for par.
Zoe with the big third shot here. Here we see just past that OB line. Plenty of space. Oh, she can't beat that tree in the fairway. Knocks the disc down. Now we got to see a lot of players take runs at this basket with the backstop. Made for some very exciting shots.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe, gonna give it a bid. Oh, great attempt.
Love her follow through.
All right, Missy with her approach. She leaves herself with about a 20-25 footer. Kona trying to put it close here.
She's had several throw-in highlights this season. It's been exciting to see those.
Yeah, she definitely energized the entire crowd on day 2, but oh man, she's got to feel dejected after that one. Trickles off the cage and out. Missy again taking her time and finds the chains. And Juliana gets in for her par.
Same for Zoe.
There we go.
Kona taps in her bogey. And that was the front 9.
We did it. Got through that. It happened. I had a great time.
What a great slow-mo of Juliana there.
Yeah, you see some of the shot of beautiful hole 3 here at Swenson Golf Course. We thank you for watching. This has been OTB TV coverage of the final round. Chase
OTB
card, FPO. Thank you, Leah.
Thank
Synergy.
you, Greg. Sloan.
We did it. And stay tuned. We're going to have the final round back 9 coverage coming your way